Okay? So if I don't get it there, I'll get it here. Okay. We're going to make it to eight people. These are people who came over from the other side who had no idea what the heck was ahead of them, but they came because they came to America. And life over in Russia, Poland, or Germany was not so hot. The first one to mention is Moshe Tresyansky and Dora Panyamunsky, that turned into Mr. and Mrs. Moses Bloom. That's my father's name. Okay. And then we have Mordecai Rogozinski and Sora Rebecca Lubelski, who became Max and Sarah Rosen. The Rosen got changed a little bit to Ross and to Reyna, but it's still the same family. Then we have, I'm not sure whether it's Nossim or Nissim or something like that, Melnikoff. And his bride was Gittel Bloom. That became Nathan and Kate Miller. They anglicized everything. But it's interesting to know that Gittel is translated in English to Kate. And my mother, who was also Kate, was originally Gittel. So I don't know why Gittel becomes Kate, but that's that. And then we have one more pair, Coleman Rothschild and Rebecca Hexter, Mr. and Mrs. Coleman Rothschild. They didn't change names. But an interesting story, all of these, I said, came over from the other side, except Rebecca. Rebecca was a real Yankee. She was born in Baltimore. And very interestingly, she had two brothers who were in the Civil War. One was a musician for the South, and one was a crewman in the Navy. And so we have a real Yankee spot in our family. And I think that's about all I want to say. Oh, no, I got to tell you one more thing. On the table, you're going to see some little Milky Ways. They are very symbolic. When I was up at the nursing home last year, in the wheelchair, I would go from my room to physical therapy, and I'm sorry, I don't see Andrew. Did you by any chance get here, Andrew? He was my physical therapist. And every time I went from one place to the other, there was a vending machine, and in the vending machine was a Milky Way. And I said, at some point, when something great happens, I'm going to buy myself a Milky Way. Well, the first one was hard to buy. After that, every time I put a foot down or a toe down, it was a breakthrough, and I got another Milky Way. So these Milky Ways are indicative of my progress, and I thank Andrew, even though he's not here, for his help in getting me here. Charlie Klaskin is someone here who will vouch for that, because we shared the bed in the PT. Okay. Enjoy your dinner. Make new friends. If you're sitting with someone you don't know, say hello and become a friend. Oh, wait, we got to make the toast. Yeah, to the 8 people. Oh, wait, no, we can't do anything to them. Good. Go ahead. Okay, oh, I got to drink it too. Okay.
Opportunity to reflect on the last year and a half. A year and a half ago, I touched down in Phoenix for a meeting, and as soon as I got there, I got a call that my mother had been in a car accident, and obviously a serious car accident. This is not a fender bender. This is a get cut out with the jaws of life kind of car accident. And knowing what I know about what happens when someone who's 88 years old suffers such trauma, I obviously feared the worst. And I came back, and I was happy to find that not only was she conscious and with us and talking and everything, but she hadn't lost a lot of her spirit. And even though I was sitting there thinking, oh my God, somebody this age slips in the hallway and breaks a hip, and that's the beginning of the end. But here she's got a compound fracture. She's rushing for emergency surgery. But I said, all right, well, we'll make the best of it and do everything. And she really never shared my gloom and doom, and she always kept her optimism. And I thought, well, that's good that she's thinking that way, and I hope that gets her through these rough times. And sure enough, she made it through a very long summer. She spent a summer in a rehab facility, in external fixation, and she couldn't get out of bed. She sort of stole my line, but she preempted my line. And I was amazed at this idea of incentivizing herself with the Milky Ways. Every time she made a little bit of progress with the physical therapist, she would reward herself with the Milky Way, and every time that she couldn't do it, she would withhold it from herself. And in fact, David Scheinwood came to visit her and smuggled in some Jack Daniels, and she would not take it. And she said, "No, I'm not going to do that until I get out." She's very into not jumping the gun and making sure that she earned every drop of that Jack Daniels. She certainly has. So then we fixed up her home, and we kind of thought, well, we got to make this wide so we can get wheelchairs through these gates, because she'll probably never walk again. But we want to make sure that she can get around. We're going to have an aide with her 24 hours a day, and we have 3 shifts of aides, and we're going to have wheelchairs and everything. To this point, of course, you probably know she's gone back to working her volunteer job at Englewood Hospital. She is walking into town from Englewood, about a mile away. A mile into town, she won't use a cane. So again, once again, she was right and I was wrong, as is usually the case. I got to say, I'm very impressed. And once again, I got to use I lost it. Anyway, I can remember it. I just want to say thank you for trying for 17 years to have me. You did not give up on that either. Many other people would have given up after 16 years, but you kept at it, and here I am. In progress, and Adrian and Dylan are here because of that 17-year effort too. So they have you to thank for that too. And I just want to thank you for being such a central part of my life, for teaching me so much about what it means not to give up, what it means to always hope for the best and work, and not just hope for the best, but work for the best. And I just want to say I love you very much and happy birthday.
I'm not doing that. Happy birthday.
Ms. Alan Hartstein, the fabulous Ms. Alan Hartstein, is going to lead you all in Happy Birthday. Okay, after which we'll blow out the candle and then the cake will be had. Wait, you need to stand over here.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Naomi. Happy birthday to you. Play ball.
Wait, hold on.
We'll be together again at my 100th.
All right. Cake will be served shortly. Okay, now you can go back.